Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty levels for tomorrow, June 19th, Monday. This is the 1 hour chart of Banknifty. I've just taken the 1 hour chart just to see all the levels. Obviously we'll be marking the important level. See, if you have seen a couple of my short videos last week, those who have seen it know that I was kind of maintaining a short view that we could dip further, and a nice dip came on Thursday and immediately there was some buying on Friday, right? So not that interested on this buying, though a bounce was expected. Why a bounce was expected was there was a very good strong support at this 43,400 level, right? Previously also we took support. Here also we had taken resistance and support. So obviously we had to get some bounce, but getting this last 1 hour bounce was quite surprising. Yes, sometimes that happens in the market, but a small bounce was expected, and we have the all-time high level over here. Now what chart pattern is being built up here is, right, just to show the kind of chart pattern that is being built up, there's a nice type of a head and shoulder that is being built. It's still not yet confirmed. Only when the neckline breaks, I'm just drawing, probably we can make a high and come down, and once we break, see, we are getting this type of a head and shoulder pattern at the top, right, at the top of the chart. So it's something we should watch out for. If this will be our neckline, 43,400, if this breaks, we could definitely come on the lower side. The targets on the lower side are this 42,830, and then we have some support over here, 42,500, in case we break this neckline. So this would be our immediate targets on the downside, and any move on the upside if the market has to become bullish, right? See, as of now, the overall intact, the overall trend even on a daily chart is bullish itself. I'll just open the daily chart. See, the overall trend in the market is still bullish. It's not bearish. Probably if we break this, we can get some correction on the downside. And now what is happening is some kind of a corrective wave is, that's how the market moves, right? It makes, so if you see the Fibonacci retracement, even a retracement until this 0.23% or even a retracement until the 0.38% is possible in an uptrend. So the market up move is still intact, no doubt about it, but the immediate short-term trend can be on the downside. And if this head and shoulder, this neckline of 44,300 breaks, 43,400 breaks, then it's even bigger confirmation. And we also have a small gap to be filled over here. So these could be the levels on the downside if this 43,400 breaks. Now what if the market starts to go up, right? We cannot ignore this type of a bullish candle on a hourly chart. So because of this, say the market starts going up, I would be interested in a trade if this level 44,200, I've been maintaining this level from quite some time. If this breaks, yes, the immediate target is the all-time high, and even if that breaks, we can make new targets on the upside. If I just see only the CPI levels for tomorrow, once again I would look to see how the market, we might be getting a flat opening depending on how the SGX Nifty and the US market traded on Friday. We could be getting a flat opening. So the places I would look to sell is here. I would look to try and build a short position over here depending on the price action, right? It's not just because we came to this level we will sell. No, depending on the price action, I would want to look to sell here in case if we get a small gap up and come until this region, right, 44,200. If we break this and start going higher, I would avoid a long trade. Again, it would depend on the price action. If a lot of the momentum setups that we have, if we do find it's reasonable, and depending on the OI in the live data, right, in the live market, if we feel it's going to be a nice strong bullish day, once this 44,200 breaks, we can do some scalping until 44,500 or this R2 of CPI. But the first thing that I would want to see is if I can get some kind of a selling opportunity over here. In case we get a pretty, like a small gap down or a gap up, we open below the CPR, right? I would wait to see how we react around the CPR. Say we open around in this region, Let me just make the chart a bigger. So if we open somewhere closer to this region, right, if we reject the CPR again, I would look to see if I can take a short trade. And once this level is broken, I don't mind even taking a positional short trade for our head and shoulder targets. See, ideally, by the books, what is a head and shoulder? How do you find the head and shoulder target, right? You have this kind of this left shoulder, you have this head, and if we, wherever this right shoulder, if we get a up move or not, and if we break this, we could see even a 1,000-point fall from this breakdown level closer to this area. That would be, this would be one target, and half of this, say this is around 1,550, you can keep 520. Pretty much this level that we have marked, right, this zone is, this is around 42,800 is something that is easily achievable if this line breaks. Now again, how to trade if this trend line breaks, right? If say we are in a trade, it is good, break, you can wait for a retest and wait for the target. If you want to, if we have got some if you have got some short position right at the top, we can wait once this breaks a retest and wait for our target. Say this type of a false breakdown comes and we start closing above this neckline, if we are sitting at a short position from say somewhere over here, then we can cut a short position. Now say for example, if we were not able to catch that point of turn and we want to enter once this breaks, then wait for some kind of a pullback either towards the EMA or a retest of this neckline. Say a candle breaks down, wait for some kind of a retest, we will get some kind of a rejection at this line, and then we can short for our targets. And the stop loss, right, we should not think of a trade without thinking about stop loss. The stop loss for this trade, in case we take a trade once this neckline breaks, right, 43,400 is this neckline itself. If any candle on 15 minutes closes above this neckline, we will have to close our trade. And any bullish move is only above 44,200 with the targets as 44,500, the all-time high level, and this R3 of daily CPR, which is around 44,727. So we continue to maintain our bias on the downside, but if the market goes up, we will have to respect that always the market is not going to follow one pattern or one type of analysis. So that structure might change if we break above 42,200. And if you just check Nifty has been having a pretty bullish move, all because of Reliance. See, the all-time high level of Nifty is this 18,889, almost 18,890. Definitely if we go up, this is where we could take some resistance on the upside. And on the hourly chart, we will have to kind of monitor this trend line. No doubt this is a pretty strong trend line. Nifty is a short only if we, on an hourly chart, if we get a closing below this trend line. Right, multiple times we have taken rejection from here, meaning support, say 1, 2, 3. So unless on an hourly chart Nifty closing below this trend line, we shouldn't be looking for a short position. Nifty could come on the higher side, and we can also kind of keep this trend line. We could come to hit this upper end of this channel. And as for intraday basis, where I would place some good support zone for Nifty is over here at about 17,749, and a strong support in this area where recently we bounced and could not break this level. But Nifty is definitely a short if this blue trend line breaks on an hourly basis. So this is what I have for tomorrow. Let's see how it goes, and hopefully this Banknifty head and shoulder should kick in to make some money. Thank you.